back to my channel. It's your girl Melanin Magic baby. Today I'm going to be doing a little soft, makeup look and talking about why I don't want children. Now, this seems like a very, touchy subject for some. So if you don't want to hear about why I don't want to have children, you can kindly leave now, okay? Let's get right into this video. I struggle with this a lot because I feel as a woman, we're always subjected to wanting children. Like, you don't want kids, and everybody looks at you like, what's wrong with you? Like, But me personally, as I get older and the way the world is set up nowadays, I am not about to bring a child into that. And I'm gonna give you a list of reasons why right now. Filming under these hot ass lights is no joke. The first reason why I wouldn't want children is the responsibility, and I can barely take care of myself, you know what I'm saying? Even if I had the money, even if I had the resources, I don't think I would want to deal with the responsibility. And hear me out. I can be very, 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 very selfish with my time, with what I want to do. When I want to go to sleep, I want to go to sleep. When I want to go out, I can go out. I don't have to worry about somebody watching my child, getting babysitters, bugging the hell out of my family, like, watch my baby, watch my baby. And they're all like, girl, no, that's your baby. So yeah, that's the main thing for me. I'm very selfish with my time. And I know once I have a child, it's not about me anymore. All that me time really gets thrown out the window. And people try to debilitate that, oh, well, you still get me time when you're a mom, you still have time to hang out with your friends and do whatever you want. And that may be true, but the thing about it is that I want to get up and go. I want to be like, bye-bye. When I want to leave a function, I can leave. When I want to go get ice cream at 3 in the morning, I can do that. The responsibility is really what gets me. I know that if I were to have a child right now, I would probably be a bad mother. And I'm okay with admitting that, because personally, I'd rather admit that I'd be a bad mom than bring a child into this world and just treat them like crap, like they were an inconvenience. Me and my boyfriend, we're just kind of get up and go people. So that lifestyle wouldn't work for us. I know a lot of times we have conversations about, if we were to have kids, how our lives will be different, because a lot of our friends and a lot of our family members who are around our age or even younger than us, it's everybody has children, we don't. So it's when we want to hang out with people, they're like, oh, I have to get somebody to watch my baby, or I have to see. And it's the responsibility of making sure another person's breathing, eating, sleeping, it's just too much. It's just too much. I can barely remember to eat myself. I can barely remember to even literally feed myself. How am I going to remember to feed another person? Right now where I'm at in life, I want to do a lot more things before I even think about having a child. And one thing I'm going to do before I have a child is be married. I'm not gonna be a baby mom or with my boyfriend for 5 years and we're just thugging it out as baby mom and baby dad. That's not for me. And I'm filming. Family struggle with it, and I just know that lifestyle is not for me. So I'm good. I'm good on that part. And then you have people who swear they love being parents, they love their kids, and they're like, oh, it's fun, but then it's you see them on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube crying about how they have no one helping them or how it's so hard being a parent. And I'm not trying to diss people who have kids, because I'm not saying, and because I know raising kids is not easy, but I know a lot of young people, girls, women my age, who are just miserable or they're struggling. And I'm not saying everybody who has kids is struggling. So where I'm at in life right now, I can barely take care of myself. It would be very foolish and very irresponsible of me to bring a child into that. The second reason I don't want to have children is because I have to pay bills. I have to pay bills. I have to feed myself. I have to pay my own phone bill, my car note, my insurance, rent, taxes, freaking parking spots. You gotta pay for everything in this world. And how rude of me. You feel me? They didn't ask to be born where they are subjected to pay bills, deal with racism, deal with murder. Unless I'm going to literally help them for the rest of their lives, which a lot of parents do not do. They don't help you for the rest of your life. Once you turn 18 and once you get your own or once you get married, they're like, bye. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I know how hard it is to survive on this planet, and it's not easy, especially because things are only getting more expensive. Inflation is really real. I went to Starbucks a few days ago and I got the grande iced chai with 8 pumps of chai and 2 pumps of vanilla. And I got the pumpkin cream foam on top, right? And I got light ice. And that drink typically would be like $5. It's literally this big. It's literally this big. You drink it in like 4 gulps. So I went, I'm going up to the window. I ordered my drink, and then she said the total is $7.30. And I'm just looking like, hold on, because it's a grande, so I should not be charged more than $4 for this drink. But I'm like, you know what? This is what you get. And now, ever since then, I have been making my own coffee at home. It's really expensive, and a lot of people don't realize that it's like, yeah, you want to have children, and don't get me wrong, having kids is really beautiful. It's a beautiful experience. I'm sure it's very nice for a lot of people. They get to have their baby, and it's beautiful. I love babies. I love children. They're really awesome. But me personally, it's like I want to hold the baby and then give it back. I don't want to take it home with me. I don't have to feed it. I just don't. And I know it sounds harsh how I'm saying it, but I'm just being realistic with myself. But if God has other plans for me and I become a mother one day, in this video, I'm sorry, future child, if you're seeing this. I love you though. I do love you. But I just know that right now where I'm at in life, it's just not for me. And like I said, I'm 25 years old. And even with the job, it's still hard to literally pay for anything. Like, I know people who work like 2-3 jobs just to make rent or just to make ends meet. And it's kind of ridiculous because they have all this money for everything else on this planet. And when it comes to the basic necessities, it's like, we don't have any money for that. Like, oh, we need a homeless shelter? We need to give people pay raises? Oh, we have no money for that. Oh, we want to throw a parade for the football team? Yes, let's put like $50 million into that. Like, what? And it's just like the financial part. Babies are expensive. And I want to be able to go to Target. I want to be able to get my iced macchiato if I don't want to make coffee at home. I want to be able to get makeup and go shopping and literally just live my life because I'm only 25 years old, and there's nothing wrong with that. So ladies, men, don't let anybody shame you or trick you. You don't want kids? Oh, something's wrong with you. Like, no, nothing's wrong with me. I just know that right now where I'm at in life, I'm not ready to have children. The third reason that I don't want children is because I deal with a lot of mental health issues, and I'm not trying to expose myself, but just being honest. I just know that when I'm dealing with a bout of depression or anxiety or anything like that, it's very hard for me to function, and I don't want to neglect my child. I just don't want to neglect my child. I don't, I'm in bed all day. I don't eat. Sometimes I don't shower because I'm just feeling so bad. And I know that when you're a parent, it's hard to do that and still take, it's hard to just deal with your mental health and then take care of another person, especially when they're a baby, because babies literally they can't fend for themselves. They're innocent. So you have to be there. You have to be a parent. You have to show up. I just wouldn't want to have a child because those days where everything feels so heavy and everything feels like it's just too much, I know that emotionally and physically, I wouldn't be able to care for a child. It just wouldn't be possible for me to end up in a situation where I'm struggling or crying or stressed out, because being a mom is not easy. So I give my props. I give my props to young mothers out there, or single mothers out there, women out there who just have a lot of things on their plate. It's not easy by any means. Don't want to be that parent that messes up their kid or puts all their trauma or insecurities onto their child. Because a lot of parents do it and they just don't either recognize it or they just don't care. The fourth reason why I don't want to have children, and this is a very a thought out one. Is because I'm a Black woman, right? Clearly. And we already know that being a Black alone is not easy on this planet. But being a Black woman on this planet is definitely not easy. And so if I do have a child and she just so happens to be a girl, or even if I have a son, I don't want my children to be subjected to what we've had to endure, our generation of, Black Lives Matter, and them being afraid to get shot up by the police or get murdered by their own race or be disrespected or be treated differently if they're gay or even transgender or they like to wear dresses or just being different in any aspect or form while being Black. Also, do believe that people should be able to be themselves and not have to worry about being killed or being beat up or being harassed for just who they are. So as far as that goes, I'm just thinking, like, how would it even work for my child, The world's only getting worse as it is, and I really wouldn't want to subject my child to that kind of stuff. I want to be young and just live my life, and I know God has so much more for me, hopefully. I have a long life on this planet. And for me, I just want to be able to live my life without having to worry about the well-being of somebody else in that kind of sense. Do you have a child that's different or anything of that nature? It's hard for them growing up. Bullying, depression, I just don't know if it's for me. I get baby fever, It's like, is this really for me? Like, do I really want to deal with this? Like, is this really the life that I want for myself? Like, I don't think so. Another reason why I don't want to have kids or think about having kids is because I'm not married. You see this finger? It's nothing on it. It's empty. And I'm standing by that decision. I'm not having kids or getting pregnant or even gonna accidentally get pregnant before I get married, because it's just a risk. And I see so many women, Black women, just out here having babies like it's just super easy. And I mean, hey, not everybody's body is the same, but when you're pregnant, you have a 50-50 chance of dying, whether you're healthy or not. You're giving birth, and I feel like we don't speak about that enough. Like, everybody just makes pregnancy look like it's so much fun and it's so easy. You just push the baby out. Like, girl, no. There have been so many stories of Black women almost dying or having horrible experiences, and that's my first thing when I think about having a child. Is like, okay, am I gonna die? Like, am I even gonna survive giving birth to this child? And then it's like, I'm not even married. So why would I bring a child into something that's not guaranteed and create another broken home to even further the statistic or the stereotype that Black people just have babies for fun? Hey, we know what happens to make a baby. So there's no more excuses of, oh, it was an accident. No, the hell it wasn't an accident. No more of that stuff. I'm tired of people trying to put that as an excuse, like, oh, it was an accident. But seriously, guys, I want to be married before I have children. I don't want to bring a child into something that isn't guaranteed to last. And marriage isn't always guaranteed to last either, but at least being married, I know that I'm with someone who actually is going to be there, who actually wants to have a child with me. And me personally, I don't care what anybody says. I want to be married before I have a child. I'm not going to lay my life on the line for a man who is probably going to just leave me a year later, like a lot of these dudes do. A lot of these women, I've seen it happen. Like my friends, all my friends that have babies now, they struggled a little bit. If they didn't have help, they struggled. And one of my friends, she was very lucky because her aunt had money, she was retired, so she got helped a lot. And if it wasn't for her aunt, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have been able to do a lot of things she was able to do because she had help. And when she got pregnant, I think I was like 19 and she was 20, and she had him when she was 21. And I'm 25, so I made it this far. I've never had any pregnancies. I've never had an abortion. I've never ever been pregnant. And Black people are always the first people to tell you, you know, you don't have to be married to have kids. You could still get a divorce. Like, okay, thank you, Martha. Thank you, Auntie. Like, I already know how that can happen, but why would I have a baby? Like, that baby is a big deal. And a lot of women just have a bunch of them like it's nothing. Like, they're just out here really just breeding, having all these kids. I'd rather be married, and I just want to be married. I don't want to be a baby mama. I'm already Black. Like, they gonna be like, oh, that's your baby mama. I hate that term, baby mama. It's just like, ugh. Like, whenever I hear, I'm just like. Or the simple fact is that we're having more baby showers than we are having weddings. When did we get here to think that it was a better idea to just have a man's baby and be a baby mom than it was to get married? Like, whose idea was that? I need to talk to you. People will really sit up there and judge you because you say you don't want kids or you don't want to be a baby mom. And it's like, you're judging me because I choose to want better for myself. Go to therapy. Get healed. Like, really, go to therapy, get healed, and then come talk to me. I remember being a child, and I was like 13. I was telling people, I was like, I'm not ever gonna have no kids if I'm not married. Or I think I was saying, I was like, if I don't want kids and I marry somebody, you know, I don't know if I want kids. And they were like, well, he's gonna leave you and get somebody that's pregnant. I was like, well, if I'm marrying him and I tell him beforehand I don't want kids and he doesn't either, then that kind of sounds stupid. Like, that's why you tell people what you want before you get married. So that way when you're married, there's no problems, but you said this and now it's this. You get everything out and into the open. That way later down the line when you guys are married and those conversations do come up, you're prepared and you're not blindsided. So yeah, those are all of my reasons why I do not want children. I feel like they're pretty, they're not exaggerated, they're not dramatic. They're all very reasonable reasons as to why I don't want them. Thank you guys so much for watching, though. I hope you guys took into consideration some things about yourself or things that you guys might want to consider before having children, or even things now that you already know why you wouldn't want to have children. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little notification bell so you guys can be updated when I do upload. Also, thank you for 40 subscribers. I know, like, that sounds so cheesy, but I'm very grateful that people would actually subscribe to my channel and watch my videos. It means so much to me. Also, comment down below why you probably wouldn't want to have children ever, or why you don't want to have children right now. This is a no judgment zone, so don't be afraid to let us know why. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Till next time.